In 2023, a decorated former intelligence officer sat before Congress under oath. He claimed the US government was hiding something. Not paperwork, not budgets, crashed spacecraft, and a secretive group inside the Pentagon, answerable to no one. He called it a cabal. The Pentagon says he's wrong, but the questions still haven't gone away. Welcome back to Landmark Legacy, where every institution holds a story it never told. June 2023. A man named David Grush, a former Air Force intelligence officer, went on national television with a stunning claim. He said the United States government has been secretly retrieving crashed vehicles of, in his words, non-human origin for decades. He didn't stop there. He claimed some recoveries even included what he described as dead pilots. A few weeks later, Grush testified before Congress, under oath, repeating these claims to lawmakers directly. He wasn't alone. Luis Elizondo, who once led a Pentagon program studying unexplained aerial phenomena, told Congress that a government cabal was actively hiding the truth, including, he claimed, the idea that humanity is not alone in the universe. These weren't random internet theorists. These were men with security clearances, official titles, and direct access to classified defense programs, making these claims on the record to the United States Congress. In late 2024, new reporting added another layer to the story. An anonymous intelligence official described a group operating deep inside the Pentagon structure, comparing it to Skull and Bones, the notoriously secretive Yale Society long linked to America's most powerful institutions. According to this account, the group operated with what the official called zero accountability, guarding information about unexplained aerial phenomena from oversight, even from other parts of the Defense Department itself. Some officials reportedly argued that only a direct government mandate, a legal forcing mechanism, could ever pry this information loose. If true, it would mean that even inside one of the most powerful and heavily monitored institutions on Earth, there could exist a layer of secrecy operating largely outside the normal chain of accountability. That's an extraordinary claim. And extraordinary claims require serious scrutiny. Here's where the story gets more complicated. The Pentagon runs an official office dedicated to exactly this subject. It's called AARO, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, created in 2022 specifically to investigate unexplained aerial phenomena and improve government transparency. In November 2024, AARO released its official annual report to Congress. Its conclusion was direct. The Department of Defense stated it had found no verifiable evidence of extraterrestrial beings, activity, or technology. Of over 1,600 reported cases reviewed, the vast majority were identified as ordinary objects: balloons, birds, drones, and aircraft. Only a small number, 21 cases, were flagged as requiring further analysis due to unusual characteristics. So on one side, you have sworn testimony from former intelligence officials describing a hidden cabal. On the other, an official Pentagon report stating plainly that no such evidence exists. Both statements were made publicly. Both were made under some form of official responsibility. They simply don't agree. If the Pentagon's official position is so clear, why does Congress keep holding hearings about it? In November 2024, lawmakers held a joint congressional hearing specifically examining what they called a lack of transparency and accountability from the Department of Defense on this exact issue. Members of Congress from both political parties raised concerns about undisclosed spending on classified programs and about national security implications tied to encounters at U.S. military installations. This wasn't a fringe conspiracy panel. This was an official U.S. congressional hearing with elected representatives demanding answers from the Pentagon directly. Whatever the ultimate truth turns out to be, one thing is verifiably true. Elected officials, intelligence veterans, and Defense Department leadership all publicly disagree on the record about how much the American public has actually been told. So, is there really a secret society inside the Pentagon? There's no verified proof that there is. But there are sworn statements from credentialed former officials claiming exactly that. Statements serious enough that Congress itself keeps demanding answers. Maybe the truth isn't aliens. Maybe it's simply about how classified programs are overseen and who really gets to decide what the public is allowed to know. Either way, one fact is undeniable. For an institution built on secrecy by design, the questions about what's really happening inside the Pentagon's walls aren't going away anytime soon. If this made you question what else isn't being said, hit subscribe. Because at Landmark Legacy, every episode digs into the questions institutions don't want asked.